Hello everybody, this is me Martin. I want to ask Richard a question, this True Force Lonely video, and that's, America's social engineering. I had made a video before, just like a few months ago, but the video wasn't that bad, so I'm at a coffee shop and all that. And the reason compared me to make this video because, well, I like to, I like to think outside the box. Because my man, sometimes, I gotta think outside the box. If you want to know what earphones I'm wearing, excuse me for one moment. I'm rocking, what is that? Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro 2, and they work like a charm. But also make sure you get like a durable case. This is like some type of weird soft filth and uh, soft material basically. Be careful. I got it for a nice deal, so at Best Buy. But anyways, what's very important is, hope y'all can hear me because it's gonna be copyrighted music playing, so I understand that. In all reality, so like American culture is so like very fake and artificial, which is which is true. You know what I'm saying? Everything around corporations. Talking to my late ISIS, we was talking about how American culture don't have no original identity of its own. Yeah, everything literally. I'm worried about of a mall of all places. So it's all another brand, big names, corporations. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some people like that, but it's look at the architecture around your area, especially me. I used to do a comparison. I'm gonna show this too, coming soon. Like, look at the scenery around. It's all kind of like dry, depressing, lack of people and all that. Like, she live in the suburbs, so it's really, she tell me real hard scenario, hard to interact with people and anything. And a lot of people in the suburbs are stating themselves, which that's a horrible way to live. She asked me would I ever live in the suburbs. I say, no. I would not want to be in a big house by myself, with no social interaction. That's no different than a prison. Quite literally, America is a social prison, which it ties everything up. America is definitely a social prison, Yeah, you're free to work, you're free to make money, you're free to be whatever you want to be. You're free to be a capitalist and all that. And what baffles me is that Americans don't really interact with Americans unless it's about business or politics, you know what I'm saying, or nonsense, you know what I'm saying. If you're not about all those three, you SOL. You don't have to be in a place. I'm in the place of business. Sorry, I had to watch my mouth. And yeah, on the contrary, it's really sickening and baffling. Especially in America, that men and women are forced to sell out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I even look at myself to force to sell because there's literally no opportunities here. You know what I'm saying? For those who like to think outside the box, those who like to be non-conformists and all that, or those who are artistic, those who are rebellion, those who are, I don't know if they still around, no disrespect to my terminology, but hippies, anything. Not being judgmental, just saying for what it is, And I'm trying to keep an open mind here, but America is very social engineer, If it's not about business or politics, anything, moolah, money, anything that ain't about capitalism, they ain't trying to hear that, you know what I'm saying? And which kind of compels me to make this video talking about America as a social engineer culture, which is true. And also, it's a very anti-family, anti-relationship culture, So I made posts about this on Facebook. It's Martell Nelson and all that. But I will share this on video format, which I have to be PG-13 about this. People are forced to watch what they say. People are forced to be conformists. You have to learn how to be mindful regardless. But on that note, it's mentally baffling. Let's say the dating scene. I already discussed that so many times. And say yourself, black men. So I'm gonna say here, True Force Lonely video. It's pretty much impossible to get a relationship and a date here unless you're rich. Let's just be real. Unless you got the 666. You better be 6 feet tall. You better make six figures. When inflation, you're gonna be making way more than six figures, and have a six-pack abs. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta be pretty much a model. But in America, it's funny that men gotta look like models, but women could look like straight up stampedes and buffaloes and all that. You know what I'm saying? It's really like baffling. They can literally look like straight up like mutants, but they expect you to be a money making ATM. You know. That's what I'm saying. How come you're not a conformist? Because I refuse to suck up to the system. You know what I'm saying? When people ask me that, I say I would just refuse. You know, and I'm probably on some FBI hit list because I refuse. And I know the risks of that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen regardless. You know, either if I'm for the program or I'm against the program. If I'm for the program, they're gonna just say, you know, you saw me, reject me, and get rid of me anyway. If I go against it, they'll get rid of me. It's just two ways how to get rid of, you know, somebody that's a non-conformist. You know what I'm saying? And it's baffling to have to make a video about this. You know. You know, like also besides the social scene, it's also besides the date scene. It's a lack of opportunities here, you know. Unless you better know somebody, you better have some friends in America. You better have some connections in America, because if you ain't got neither of that, game over, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just came, like, from a job work program for the disabled and all that, and that takes months, sometimes even years, to help me look for jobs, you know, so I'm not going to get into details with that because unfortunately people are very insensitive douchebags, you know what I'm saying? Mind you, I had to watch my mouth around here. You think what I'm drinking on, I have to block the name of this. Actually, support this place. It ain't cheap, but it costs like $200 a month for unlimited drinks. You can look them up. I can't say the name on video, unfortunately, because I'm also got my business to kind of support. But here, I have to keep everything, you know, PG. Some say, you know, some people say you're gonna call me a sellout, and I can't knock how you feel. I can't believe how you feel that. You know what I'm saying? You know, as I get older, I used to kind of like be kind of hot-headed and ignorant, and you know, I'm still in my late teens and 20s and all that, going for all my struggles and battles and all that. You know, I was very radical just 10 years ago. Nowadays, it's like in my 30s, you know, I had to think about the long term, the picture, the long term of the picture and all that for years to come, you know. Especially, that's half the battle, is the economy. That's most of my life is the economy, because a lot of jobs refuse to hire me and all that. And I ain't got no felonies, I ain't got no records, and I'm planning to go back to school again because, well, the economy is, it's like the dinosaurs, it's drying up, it don't exist no more, you know. Unless you're all like crummy jobs and all that. And I want to say something about social engineering too. You know, America is all about, you know, America. If you know, the United States of America is all about presenting false images. You know, everybody got to ride the latest cars. Everybody got to rock the latest fashion and all that. Everybody got, you know what I'm saying, follow the leader kind of type. You know, keep it with the Joneses mentality. You know, and that may be true to some extent too, you know what I'm saying? Now look, if you earn that, whatever you want to wear, Jordans, iPhones and all that, my guess, so, okay. Yeah, everything's all big brand name corporate. If ain't nothing virtually made in America. I can't buy anything made in America. My clothes, my backpack, nothing. It's all made in another country somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I put my mouth around here. As Mark Tedicool, you know, I do try to be considerate a lot of these things. I'm sorry for my absence for last off and on, because also YouTube been kind of strict lately, so I'm forced to be like this. So yeah, call me what you want. Yeah, besides social prison, you know, it's not very comfortable ways you could meet people. You just go to a library, unless you like impoverished kind of people, not being judgmental, but saying what it is. You're like, cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. If you like those kind of people, go to the library. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you go to church? I don't believe in religion. But be careful what I say about that, because unfortunately that will get me to a modern day witch hunt. That's all I can say about that. It's any way you can socially interact with people. No. Not here in America, not if you don't want to look like a creep, a weirdo, or a fender bender, you know, if you know what I'm saying. Watch my mouth on YouTube. YouTube gave me a warning last